We are at the Circuit de Nervaz Magny-Cours for the 11th race of Season 1 of the SCRL Formula 2 Series. The number 20 of Tanner Bell will lead us to the green flag. Start beside him is three-time race winner Mohammed Zain Abdullah. And in third, Zachary Fitzwater Jr. So you got all three of points in the top three. Yeah. Those three drivers have to be fair, Mohammed Zain Abdullah and Zachary Fitzwater Jr. have dominated the series. Tanner Bell has held on just by virtue of having good runs, but Tanner Bell has yet to visit victory lane here in this season. Rest of the starting lineup for today's race. All 21 cars are here. Of course, Magny-Cours. We've run this track one time in league history. That was in the Formula 1 division. And it was, well, if you want to know, you got to watch that race. This is a 2.6 mile road course. Yeah, it was pretty entertaining, I will say that. So we'll see how these drivers handled this track. Circuit de Nervaz Magny-Cours. Tracks in other countries have really weird names. I mean, you know, whatever. 11th race of the season. We got 2 more rounds to go at Kyalami and Adelaide. This championship is still wide open for anybody to win. And now, for those most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field is rolling off. Can anybody but the big two finally get a win this season? Zachary Fitzwater Jr. and Mohammed Zain Abdullah have won 6 of the 11 races, well, 6 of the 10 races so far in this season. They have completely dominated the season. Here we go. And we are racing for the first time here in the Formula 2 Series at Magny-Cours Nervaz. Or, yeah. Tanner Bell trying to go around Mohammed Zain Abdullah. This is for the race lead. Off into turn 1. Into turn 2. Mohammed Zain Abdullah. We got a car way wide. That's Eddie Wakumbi. Oh, he hits the wall hard. Is there a caution? No, there's not. Battle for the race lead. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater. Now there's a caution. Whoa, big problems. Racing it down this long stretch into this turn. Zachary Fitzwater Jr. has assumed the race lead. No surprise there. Whoa, we got pow up. Big pow up. Whoa, we got a car upside down. That's Greg Lee. Wow. And, yeah, he's on pit road now. So we are racing it back. Zachary Fitzwater Jr., Mohammed Zain Abdullah is second. Third is Tracy Dent. Tanner Bell has fallen back. As we head through the S's, Zachary Fitzwater Jr. has assumed the race lead. His rival, Mohammed Zain Abdullah, is now in second. Tracy Dent, our Cataluna race winner for round 1, is in third. So we got well-established names in the top 3. As Fitzwater slowly leads him through the S's, Mohammed Zain Abdullah right on his back wing. These cars don't have bumpers. Through this turn, under the bridge, heading toward the final 2 turns. Here we go. This was a tricky turn. Fitzwater Jr. hits the wall, but he's able to maintain, and he will lead the first lap here at Magny-Cours. And that's the first lap in this series at this track. We'll take a look and see what brought out the first caution of the day. So here's the cause of caution. Eddie Wakumbi, who started 5th, goes way wide in turn 1. We saw this happen in the Formula 1 event. Some drivers are able to stay on track, but others just have so much speed and momentum that they go into turn 1. Eddie Wakumbi unable to stop, and he nails the tire barrier. But we are not done yet because there are more incidences. Yeah, right here, Cole Nixie racing with, wait, no. Oh, there they are. Sorry, wrong driver. Same car, wrong driver. Mike Pearson racing with Celius Wolf. Looks like there's contact between Wolf and Pearson. That'll send both cars off track into the grass. And then the gravel. Celius keeps going. He slides. He's going to hit the guardrail hard. And here comes Mike Pearson sliding in. He backs it into the fence. So that originally brought out the caution, as you can see by the lights on the pace car. But, of course, there are more incidences further up the track. Greg Lee, where is he at? There he is. He makes it to this back stretch. And this was also a problem in the Formula 1 event. Drivers stack up in front of him. And he gets run over from behind by the Mercedes of Jason Larker with enough force that he gets hit by Marco Telzit, sending Greg Lee up and over, and Telzit goes on top of Devon Blue, and Greg Lee goes upside down. What a sight that is. Well, that's the cause of the first caution. No surprise there. We'll take you back to the restart. And we are back. Going to get this race restarted with 4 laps to go. No one is out of the race. Despite flipping over, Greg Lee is still in this race. He is trying to catch up with the rest of the field. Second, Fitzwater Jr. is our race leader. Second is Mohammed Zain Abdullah. Third is Tracy Dent. Fourth, Tanner Bell. Fifth, Bafo Sacco. Sixth, Carol Dent. Seventh, Leonard Pearson. Eighth, Kaka Whiteline. Ninth, Kaka Desk Watcher. And 10th is Mark Owens. So once again, we got the 2 big drivers, 1 and 2. So, like how in 2018 we had the big 3, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Kevin Harvick. We got the big 2 here in the Formula 2 division. Zachary Fitzwater Jr. and Mohammed Zain Abdullah having a good battle for the championship. Both drivers looking for their first ever. Zachary Fitzwater Jr. trying to become one of the few rookies to win a championship. The last driver to do that was Kristen Russell in the NASCAR Legends Series for Season 3. So I believe if we have a caution, we will have enough time for possibly a 1-lap shootout. Depending on when the caution comes out. Pace car pulls in into the final turn. Whoa, Fitzwater spins out. And Carol Dent will go by. Or excuse me, Tracy Dent. But we are back to racing. Fitzwater Jr. with a huge run after spinning out. Going to try and reassume the race lead. Oh, contact between him and Tanner Bell. Oh, that sends Fitzwater and Dent off the track. And we got another car in the gravel. That's Tanner Bell. That'll hand the lead to Mohammed Zain Abdullah with his teammate Bafo Sacco right behind him. And the caution is out. This might possibly be the last caution. Oh, hard impact. White line got run over by Desk Watcher. Back up front, Mohammed Zain Abdullah trying to keep his teammate Bafo Sacco behind him. Man, Fitzwater Jr. has to be disappointed. He was leading all those laps. He got spun out. Well, he spun out himself going into the final turn. I mean, that's a glitch. That's nothing. Nothing can be done about that. Kaka Whiteline is trying to go for 4th. She's had a dismal season. But it's all happening behind Mohammed Zain Abdullah. White line trying to get around. Carroll Dent, not enough. Got the 2 team cars, and 1 and 2 is Mohammed Zain Abdullah going to pull aside to let his teammate go by and get a win. Don't forget, the driver who finishes 8th will start first in the next round. And to the second to last turn. Muhammad Zain Abdullah, he has to get a clear. He does the last turn. White Lion does as well. And Muhammad Zain Abdullah has assumed the race lead. And looking at the laps, I don't think we will be able to get back to racing, knowing how this game is. Well, let's take a look at the possibly race-ending caution. So let's go back to the original start. Zachary Fitzwater Jr. goes to the final turn, spins out, as well as Muhammad Zain Abdullah. That will hand the lead over to Tracy Dent. This track has a very bad glitch where the cars spin out on the final turn. So Fitzwater is able to maintain or regain control of his car, gets a huge run, passes Tanner Bell, passes Tracy Dent. But going into the second turn, Tanner Bell makes contact with Zachary Fitzwater Jr., makes more contact, and spins Fitzwater Jr. in to Tracy Dent, sending both cars off the track and backing into the guardrail. Hard impact by both cars. And that was enough to bring out the caution. There it is. So huge disappointment. Then you see Tanner Bell paying for, well, I guess you could say taking out Zachary Fitzwater Jr. Sliding off track and losing all those spots. That's got to be a huge disappointment for Zachary Fitzwater Jr. Let all those laps. We'll take a look at it again from his point of view. Well, let's go on Tanner Bell, because the race is probably over anyway. Tanner Bell tries to make it 3 wide. Not typically the best idea. He makes contact right there. He goes off track, and he comes back on track and spins out Fitzwater Jr. Tanner Bell tries to regain his momentum, but he spins out. Well, he doesn't spin out. He goes off track. And he's going to lose all those spots. As you see, Muhammad Zain Abdullah pull just ahead. And all Zachary Fitzwater Jr. can do is watch as he loses all those spots and a possible win fade away. He was trying to win back-to-back races, too. You'll feel the contact right there. More contact with Tracy Dent. Sending the Red Bull and the Ferrari spinning and backing into the guardrail. And both of those drivers will finish outside of the points. Well, let's see if that ended the race or not. Here are your race results. That wreck did in fact end the race. So Muhammad Zain Abdullah scores his 4th career win this season, his 5th overall. 2nd, Baffled Sacco. 3rd, Carol Dent. 4th, Jason Larker. 5th, Daniel Price. 6th, Henrietta Fitzwater. 7th, Mark Owens. 8th, Jack Canamo. He will be leading us to the green in round 2. 9th, Marco Townsend. And 10th, Leonard Pearson. We had 19 drivers finish the race on the lead lap. Ignore Tracy Dent. She actually did cross the start-finish line on the lead lap. Hecka Desk Watcher and Zachary Fitzwater Jr. the only cars out of the race. Well, that was an interesting race here at Magny-Cours. Zachary Fitzwater Jr. could have had a win, crashed out because of Tanner Bell. And Muhammad Zain Abdullah is going to gain big advantage over Zachary Fitzwater Jr. with not that many races to go in the season. But first, we will take it to victory lane for the 4th time this season with Muhammad Zain Abdullah. Here are your point standings after the 11th race of the season at Magny-Cours. Man, how things have changed in just one race. Going into race 11, Zachary Fitzwater Jr. had a 6-point lead over Muhammad Zain Abdullah. With Muhammad Zain Abdullah scoring his 4th win of the season, as well as Zachary Fitzwater's finishing last and outside of points, Muhammad Zain Abdullah now has a 21-point lead over Zachary Fitzwater Jr. Muhammad Zain Abdullah also gained 2 points by having the fastest lap during the race, so he left with a 27 points maximum. So he now has a 21-point lead over Zachary Fitzwater Jr. 3rd is Marco Tells at 32 points behind. 4th, Baffled Sacco, 42 points behind, and 5th is Tanner Bell, 45 points behind. 6th is Carol Dent, 7th is Henrietta Fitzwater, 8th Devon Blue, 9th Mike Pearson, and 10th is Eddie Wilcombe. 11th is Celius Wolf, 12th Jack Kenamo, who will be leading us to the green in round 12. 13th is Kaka Desk Watcher, 14th is Daniel Price, 15th Jason Larker, 16th Tracy Dent, 17th Kaka White Lion, 18th Leonard Pearson, 19th Greg Lee, and 20th is Cole Nixie. And last in points is Mark Owens. That is your point standings at the 11th race of the season at Magny-Cours. We will next see you at round 12 at Magny-Cours once again for the second race of the weekend, where Jack Kenamo will be leading us to the green. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.